What's up, everybody? This is Trysta. Please subscribe to This League. Tap the bell, comment below, and give us a like. On this episode of This League, we get into what I would consider to be the greatest, biggest conspiracy theory the NBA has seen since David Stern used frozen envelopes to put Patrick Ewing in New York. And of course, naturally, Marty, it includes Damian Lillard and my Portland Trail Blazers, naturally. So put on your tinfoil hat, folks. We are going to get into it. Let's play that X-Files music. Do-do-do-do. And let's drop the beat. I have a confession. If it's not, like, completely clear, I'll just go ahead and say it. I am now... Maybe I've been this way for a long time. I am an NBA conspiracy theorist. The best ones, they always just have just enough evidence to make you go, something's going on here. Mm-hmm. Like the Fiserv Forum. There is a problem in Fiserv Forum for visiting teams. It just is what it is. I mean, the rims are tighter. Something about the humidity. I mean, they go cold. We know that. But... now I think I have uncovered the biggest conspiracy of them all. I have labeled it the superstar squeeze out.
Okay.
The superstar squeeze out. The NBA and Adam Silver are now like sharks. They see blood in the water. Dame is an injured animal, and they are now doing everything that they can to force Damian Lillard out of Portland and into a big market. Why? For money. I know you're skeptical, I'm sure.
No. I mean, as far as there being a bias towards the larger market teams, I could be anything but skeptical of that.
Yes, you, as a Phoenix Suns fan, you know. The NBA schedule was released last week, and I was so excited. I was like, all right, let's go. What's going to happen? How many everybody wants to know, how many nationally televised games my team going to have? What does the back-to-back situation look like? Is this a fortuitous schedule? I mean, and what I saw, it took 30 seconds and before I knew this is fucked. And that's when it clicked. That's when it all came in to my head. The NBA is doing everything that they can to make the Portland Trail Blazers lose early, like right away. The league has manipulated the Blazers' schedule to make Dame demand a trade. That's it. Even the best read of the scenario right now. This is where we're at. Under the best circumstance, we know that Dame is on the edge. He's talked about it multiple times on Instagram. He's talked about it multiple times on Twitter. He's talked about it over the air when he was in Tokyo. We're just waiting to see what happens. I'm just going to see what happens this season. How many pieces are around me? How close we are to contention? And boy, oh boy, did Neil Olshey and the Blazers do nothing to surround him with anyone to make things better. There was a botched coaching search, PR issues, Willie not stay rumors, no first draft picks, has everyone freaking out. We didn't get our guy in the second round, Dame being cryptic. And Adam Silver saw this and he was like, let's push this motherfucker over the cliff. He's down bad. Let's kick him. Let's curb stomp him and make him ask out. He said, CJ McCollum went on a podcast the other day and said to Woj, Dame is 100% all in. And Adam Silver was like, let's see how in you really are. They got fucked in the biggest way that they knew how to fuck us. They screwed the schedule so bad. There's no way we could even be close to contending. Like, we could be a 7 seed. Look at this. John Schumann, I think that's how you pronounce his name, at NBA.com, who's great. He's so good.
Yeah, I like John.
Yeah, me too. He's like very analytical, but he breaks it down in a good way. He broke down basically that Portland was the most fucked team this season. This is what he said.
Okay.
Add to the pressure, Billups and Blazers will have to deal with the league's toughest first 20 games. The Blazers play 20 games against opponents. The Blazers will play those 20 games against opponents that had a cumulative winning percentage of 54% last season. That's the highest mark by far for any team's first 20. Portland's first 20 games include 3 against the Clippers and 2 against the Nuggets, Sixers, and Suns. 2 against the Nuggets, 2 against the Sixers, 2 against the Suns. They also play the Grizzlies, the Warriors, and the Lakers. Jesus Christ. 19 of their first 26 games are against playoff teams, and 24 of those 26 games are teams either play-in teams or playoff teams before Christmas. And that's just the start.
Yeah.
They also have the most back-to-backs in the first 20 games. They have 14 back-to-backs for the season. 6 of those 14 are in a 31-day stretch from August 31st to November 30th. And get this, it even gets worse. When the Blazers limp into the fucking All-Star break, having endured the hardest schedule in the league in the first half, they then have 26 road games in the second half.
Oh.
26 road games in the second half. They also travel the most amount of miles by far for any NBA playoff, any NBA team.
That's always an interesting one to look for. Yeah.
They play 2/3 of the schedule in the back half on the road, including a 5-game road trip to end the season with 4 games against teams probably looking to get into that play-in spot. So basically, hungry as dogs that are starving, trying to get into the play-ins. They're like, are we going to be in? Are we going to be out? Spurs, Pelicans, Mavericks. But there is more. Blazers only play. This is where I know, okay, like it's the schedule and then it's this. Adding insult to injury, Blazers only play 16 nationally televised games this year. 4 on ESPN, 5 on TNT, and 7 on NBA TV, which really doesn't even count. So we'll say really only 9 nationally televised games, 0 ABC games. So not only does the league want the Portland Trailblazers to struggle, which, I mean, it's very clear that that was the intent. They're also telegraphing that, hey, Dame, when you go God mode, no one's even going to see it. No one will even see it. No one, unless they have League Pass, is going to be able to watch. You're not getting any publicity. No more shine until you ask out and go to a big market. That was the whole reason that Dame was bitter in the beginning of his career, was because he would do insane things on a night-to-night basis and no one would even notice. You're on the West Coast, fucking playing at 10:30 p.m., no nationally televised games. Literally, you don't even exist. You don't exist.
I buy this completely.
You
100%.
do?
Oh, yeah, 100%. They used to do this to us like a lot. They would completely like front load our schedule and shit like that. And they would always be able to hide behind the league would. Like, oh, well, like everyone plays like the same amount of people. Like, it like all evens out. Like, no, like it's important to get off to a good start and get momentum and build team chemistry. Like losing a bunch of games in the beginning is killer to team morale, team chemistry, and especially, Dame, who's kind of on the edge. That could be it. And it would make perfect sense that they want him out. Like, I buy this completely. I think you are definitely onto something here.
I mean, this is some Rick James, what do the 5 fingers say to the face? Like, slap, like, boom.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. And how adding another layer, the fucking New York Knicks, no disrespect to the Knicks because I like the Knicks, but 29 nationally televised games? Bro, you've been decent for a cup of coffee. Yeah. And you've got 29, 12 on ESPN, 7 on TNT, 3 fucking ABC games on primetime. The Knicks, Julius Randle, and RJ Barrett, and Kemba, and Tibbs. Gross. 87-82 nationally televised. You're talking about the Blazers' top 3 offense in the league. They're going to score 120. It's going to be fun. Kids will want to watch. But no, Adam Silver is like, fuck you, Dame. See what it'll be like when you go to New York? The Knicks are getting shoved down our throats while Dame time is only on late night NBA Twitter. If Dame was a Knick, I mean, I don't want to say 82 consistent. I don't want to say 82 consecutive nationally televised games, but it would be 50.
Be a shit ton.
It would be insane. This is bank robbery in broad daylight. I'm so glad that you agree. Vegas has Portland's win total at 44.5. I mean, truthfully, take the under.
Yeah.
Truthfully. And that's coming from someone who wants to believe that Dame is all in. The entire goal is Adam Silver getting Dame so mad early at the team's failings. There's nothing you can do. New coach. Who do we have? Cody Zeller? Cody Zeller Emmanuel Mudiay. If that happens, remember, you've heard it here first, folks. This is all a part of the grand master plan to put Dame at Madison Square Garden. And when you see his face waving bye-bye to Portland, like he did against Paul George and the Oklahoma City Thunder, you'll say, Trysta Krick said it first. I almost didn't even say my own last name right. That's how fucking befuddled I am. That's all the time that we have for the This League podcast. Please like, please subscribe, please rate, please review. I'm getting better at saying that. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, YouTube. That's where you see Marty's face. He's got a new haircut. Looks good. Twitter and Instagram, of course. You know, just as an aside, Twitter's not ready for TikTok, Trysta. So if you prefer takes on video, go to TikTok. If you prefer random musings, go to the Twitter. We will see you Friday afternoon for the next episode of This League.